Let's talk about Sydney Sweeney as the karmic feminine and how patriarchy and white supremacy are related. Sydney Sweeney has chosen to align herself with patriarchy. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We know that by now. If the American Eagle ad hasn't sealed that in our minds, you're not going to see it. People have already been talking about this a lot, but what isn't being discussed is the correlation between the patriarchy and eugenics, racism stuff. Because it is all connected. Patriarchy, extreme capitalism, racism, eugenics, it's all under the same system. Now, don't get me wrong, patriarchy can exist without white supremacy, without colonialism. I mean, we can see that throughout history, right? Before colonialism, patriarchy was alive and well, and even within some indigenous societies. In order to see how these things are connected, we need to see the underlying principle, and the underlying principle is control. Whether it be patriarchy, white supremacy, extreme capitalism, it all has the traits of the toxic masculine. The toxic masculine has built this world system. It is a system built on domination and through taking rather than honoring the feminine and gaining consent. The difference between patriarchy that existed before colonialism and the patriarchy that exists now is that the white system is simply the one that came out on top. It is the form of patriarchy through organization that has been able to conquer and dominate, and therefore has become the ruling system. Like I've said in previous videos, all men can benefit from patriarchy in a small way, but also lose from patriarchy in a larger way, unless they are born at the top or find their way to the top. And personally, what I think is happening in the world right now is that I think that the toxic patriarchy system is threatened. With the election of Trump, we are seeing those in the system, especially the white supremacy system, are becoming more and more bold. There absolutely is an agenda to try and restore the patriarchy system to its height that it once was. As the divine feminine rises, and as the divine masculine rises, the patriarchy knows that it's going to be toast. So I do feel like everything that has been happening politically and socially lately it's one last desperate straw from the patriarchy. And like I've said many times, not all women should be supported because women can be agents of the patriarchy too, and they can align themselves with the patriarchy like Sydney Sweeney has done. Some women would say, go girl, get the money from these stupid guys. But in my opinion, I don't think that that's empowering. It is not empowering to receive your payout from the patriarchy. You are still a slave, even if you're getting the money yourself, because you may not belong to a single man. You belong to a whole collective of patriarchal men. And to be honest, it is a very short-sighted thing to do. It's a very short-sighted game, because what happens the moment you age out of your desirability? The patriarchy turns on you, and who are you going to have to turn to? You're going to have to turn to women. And if women are holding other women accountable, we're not going to be accepting her so open-heartedly, as we shouldn't. So as a reminder to other women, aligning yourself with patriarchy will always be a short-term benefit for a long-term consequence.